The Marshals Season 2 teaser trailer dropped on July 3rd, the same day as the Dutton Ranch season finale. 2 franchise events, one day. And most people watched both without noticing what was hiding in every single shot of the Marshals footage. Who is the man in the suit who already knows Kayce Dutton's name? Why does Kayce look heavier in this teaser than he did in any single moment of Season 1? And why would the show's editors release footage that deliberately answers every question about Andrea and Rainwater, while refusing to show you a single frame of Cal or Belle? Let's go shot by shot. Before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, I'd really appreciate it if you'd consider subscribing. We cover every detail across the Yellowstone franchise the moment new footage drops, and this teaser is carrying more information than most people caught. Okay, let's set up what the teaser had to answer coming off the Season 1 finale, because you can't read what this footage is hiding unless you know what it was obligated to address. Season 1 wrapped on May 24, 2026. It ended on one of the most brutal cliffhangers the franchise has produced. Cal and Belle, 2 of Kayce's closest team members, were ambushed by gunmen hired directly by Tom Wheeler. One of Wheeler's people told him it was handled right before he boarded a private plane to Texas. Tate was on that plane. Nathan Irons ended the season dead. The conspiracy behind the attacks on Rainwater was still unresolved. And Dolly Weaver, Wheeler's daughter, had claimed she never cared about East Camp at all, only about Kayce, which made everything about her feel like a long game that Season 1 barely started. 3 open wounds, all of them still bleeding when the credits rolled in May. Now here's what the teaser showed on July 3rd, less than 6 weeks after the season ended, and production already underway in Park City, Utah. The teaser was released exclusively through People magazine. It opens not on Montana landscape, not on the Marshal office, not on any of the Season 1 locations most fans would expect. It opens inside a location described across multiple outlets as a remote cabin, with Kayce already at gunpoint. A man in a suit is holding the gun. He tells Kayce he's heard stories about the Duttons. That's the first hidden detail nobody's talking about loudly enough. This man already knows who Kayce is, not as a Marshal, as a Dutton. He used the family name, not the badge number. He walked into whatever location this is, aimed a weapon at a federal law enforcement officer, and opened with a reference to Kayce's bloodline. That means either this man has a history with the Dutton family that predates Kayce's time as a Marshal, or he's been sent by someone who does. TV Line confirmed the identity of this man is currently a complete mystery. Nobody knows who he is. And the teaser was cut specifically to make sure you walked away still asking that question. Kayce's response to the threat is cold and flat. He says the fact that you're doing this tells him they haven't heard all the stories yet. Then he attacks. The fight that follows leads into the second major shot sequence, a horse and car chase that ends with Kayce shooting at a moving vehicle until it flips. That's not a procedural moment. That's an action sequence from a different kind of show. And it tells you something specific about what Season 2 is being positioned as. Season 1 of Marshals was described by multiple outlets as the franchise's most divisive entry yet. Despite averaging 25.24 million viewers within 35 days of its premiere. The divisiveness came from pacing, from the procedural structure, from some viewers feeling Kayce's story wasn't landing with the weight Yellowstone gave him. The horse and car chase in the teaser is a direct response to that feedback. The show is telling you the scale of Season 2 is larger, more cinematic, and faster than anything in Season 1. Luke Grimes recently confirmed Season 2 will run 18 to 20 episodes, up from Season 1's 13. That's not a modest expansion. That's a completely different scope. The next confirmed shot is Thomas Rainwater, played by Gil Birmingham, delivering the line that multiple outlets flagged as the most loaded moment in the teaser. He tells Kayce that no one escapes unscathed from death and violence. Kayce responds, "That's the Dutton way." Here's what that exchange is actually hiding. Rainwater isn't speaking in general terms. He survived an assassination attempt in the Season 1 finale. He's been on the receiving end of Wheeler's operation personally, and when he says nobody escapes unscathed, he isn't giving Kayce philosophical advice. He's describing what he's already witnessed. The man who survived Season 1 telling Kayce that nobody comes out clean is a warning about a specific Season 2 reality, not a motivational speech. And the phrase death and violence isn't abstract. Cal is dealing with a cancer diagnosis while recovering from a gunshot ambush. Belle is recovering from the same ambush with a marriage that was already fracturing under gambling debts. Rainwater's line lands differently when you put those two people underneath it. Then there's Andrea. TV line confirmed she appears briefly in this teaser in what they described as a quick moment showing her in uniform. That's all you get. One shot. Her return from Washington, D.C. confirmed without explanation. And then Ash Santos told people that Season 2 will show a side of Andrea that's almost the opposite of how the audience first met her. That's a significant tease for a character who spent Season 1 being the team's most cautious, most politically calculating member. If Andrea comes back as something closer to the opposite of that version, something more impulsive, more personally driven, Season 2 has fundamentally changed what she's capable of. But here's the rehook. The most important thing in this teaser is what's not in it. Not one frame of Cal, not one frame of Belle. Ariel Kebble confirmed something specific in her post-teaser interview. She said filming for Season 2 is starting with a direct pickup of that finale moment. Word for word, she confirmed Season 2 begins exactly where the ambush ended, which means the season opens with Cal and Belle still under fire. And the teaser, which was cut by editors who knew exactly what they had, refused to show you a single second of what comes next. Fandom Wire called this one of the 5 biggest surprises in the entire teaser. The TV Cave confirmed the editors withheld this footage intentionally. Keeping Cal and Belle out of 60 seconds of promotional material isn't a logistics problem. It's a storytelling choice designed to keep the most urgent question from Season 1 unresolved until the season actually premieres. And then there's one more detail. The GMT analysis of this teaser describes a mysterious figure that appears only briefly near the end of the footage, described as someone the show appears to be deliberately obscuring, possibly hiding the identity of a major guest actor for a later reveal. That's unconfirmed. But in a franchise where Taylor Sheridan regularly builds worlds where the most dangerous characters are the ones who stay off-screen the longest, a briefly visible figure at the end of the season 2 teaser is the kind of detail that, in hindsight, will turn out to have been hiding in plain sight the whole time. So here's what we know about when we get the full picture. Marshals Season 2 returns to CBS this fall 2026. Production is currently underway in Park City, Utah, and began in early June. The season will run 18 to 20 episodes. No exact premiere date has been set. The Marshals Season 1 DVD is confirmed for release this summer on Paramount+. And the Yellowstone franchise, which this teaser dropped into on the same day as the Dutton Ranch finale, now has 2 shows with sons in Texas, a potential crossover building across both second seasons, and a teaser that told the audience far more in what it excluded than in what it showed. So tell me what you think. Who is the man in the suit who already knows Kayce's family name? And does Cal come back from the ambush in the same condition he left it? Drop your theories in the comments. I want to hear what you caught in this teaser that nobody else talked about. And if you want every breakdown the moment more Season 2 footage drops, go ahead and subscribe. I'd really appreciate having you here for it. See you when the next piece of this lands.